Think fast. Content claim. Come on!
Time to check out how my Minecraft Let's Play is doing.
What? How can you do this to me?
Whoever did this, just confess!
Oh my god!
No, not the doorbell guy!
My Minecraft Let's Play is ruined! This has been the experience for a lot of you. I've been getting emails, sometimes daily, of angry people who get a claim that looks like one of these claims that I showed at the beginning of this video. When YouTube is issuing these copyright claims, it's putting my name at the top, implying that I composed the song. Almost every other day, I get a message from somebody, usually angry, saying that I copyright claimed them. And no, they're not my claims. I'm not claiming your videos, and these are usually not content ID that's flagging your content. So let's really unpack this. How does this happen? And if you have gotten a claim like this, what is the situation and what can you do about it? About 15 years ago, I uploaded my first video game cover. People started liking what I was doing, and I wanted to keep doing it. And there became the option to make it a job. Two of the ways to do that in my field is run ads and license the covers legally through services like DistroKid, CD Baby. While some of the fault lays on these distribution services, it's not all of it, it's mostly YouTube. Between these distribution services and my channel management Studio 71, my covers do actually end up getting put into the Content ID system for YouTube. This is because currently there is no other way to protect me against other people re-uploading my cover and monetizing it on YouTube, or just selling it off like it's their own, which happens quite often. But contrary to what the receivers of these claims actually think is happening, the music that's playing in their content is not matching to my covers, they are actually matching to the original song. The reason it says it's my cover is because YouTube is referencing the wrong metadata. And this is metadata that has been assigned to it because of what has been put in the Content ID.
So we've invested over $100 million in building the system.
Now, for those who don't know, what is Content ID? A company who has a copyright can put a song into the Content ID system. Videos will automatically be scanned when they're uploaded to see if any of the copyrighted material is included in that video. So because Content ID is a computer system, it is susceptible to computer issues. Sometimes the data can be vague. And that's where things get really messy because it's still so easy for companies to falsely claim content they don't even own. Everyone knows this happens, and at this point most people just expect it because so many popular videos and articles have already talked about this problem. And that's kind of the heart of this entire video. What's ultimately happening, the data that YouTube is pulling for these Content ID claims is incorrect.
But why?
My cover is the de facto version of the song in the eyes of YouTube. It's really confusing, but just think about it like, if I did a cover of Happy Birthday and then you sang Happy Birthday, the original copyright holder is gonna claim it. The only thing that's been fingerprinted with that metadata was my cover. Why is it my cover? It really comes down to what looks like it has the best well-organized metadata. Usually tends to be the people who have been doing this for 15 years. It should also be mentioned that these are copyright claims, not copyright strikes. Copyright strikes are the scary, if you get 3 strikes, your channel gets taken down things. What the copyright claim does is it just says this video is using copyrighted content. So instead, take the money that would normally go to this video and give it to the person who owns the copyright. You can make an appeal for it. The issue with that is there's no real reason why, if somebody has a claim on your video, why they would say, oh, oopsie doopsie, you're right, because then that person would lose out on making money off of your video. Obviously, that's not ethically cool, but I mean, with these companies and corporations, are we really surprised? So the first case that might be happening is the original OST is not in the Content ID system, but you are still getting claimed for it. YouTube's system doesn't look for exact recordings first, it looks for songs. If it hears a melody, it says, this is that song. These systems are actually gauging the melodies. You can't just take a song and pitch it down or speed it up to get around the content ID. If the official recording hasn't been added to YouTube's system, it's going to grab whatever version that it has attributed and tied the metadata to for that melody. And very often that can end up being one of anybody's covers. In the example of Sweden from Minecraft, Gamer Anthem, what'll happen is the original song is not put into the system, but I will cover it and then I will license it and then I will sell it on stores and streaming services. It goes on YouTube Music. Now the official copyright holder of Minecraft will have the Minecraft melody in the system, but the only song that has the proper metadata is the cover that I licensed. So because of that, YouTube's system points at my cover, just because that's the only one that's in the database, or the most, the longest standing one, or the one with the most organized metadata. Case 2 is where the cover and the original OST are both in the system. So you would think that if the original song is in the YouTube's copyright system that it would select that one. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Let's use Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5 as an example. So this is a song that both my cover of it is licensed, but also the original is in the Content ID system. And you would think that the original song would be the one that YouTube pulls, but because I have a longer artist profile, or my metadata is more organized, or just because I have more songs, YouTube prefers that. The actual rights holder of the song is claiming your video, but YouTube thinks that based on its own data, the official legitimate version is my cover. So that's what it tells you. Case 3, you might actually see multiple claimants. And some of these claims might be legitimate and others might not. In some cases, the video shows multiple claims, and that's because YouTube can match both the recording and the melody itself, or there might be different owners in different regions. The big music in this video line isn't the claimant, if that hasn't been made obvious yet. It's auto-filled from the YouTube's database. If my cover has the cleanest metadata, my name will show up there, even if the claim is from a publisher or label or multiple of both. The important part is when you see my name, that doesn't mean I filed the claim, it's the system pulling metadata from my cover. If there's multiple claimants, it's not necessarily wrong. I mean, it could be, but it's more likely that it's a complicated distribution of rights. But the point is, it's not me. It's them making the claim and then YouTube thinking my version is the official version. And then finally, a very common one that's been happening lately is with Materia. Now, Materia is a company that I work with often when I'm doing certain covers or I'm working with CDs. Materia also, coincidentally, manages the music for Toby Fox for Undertale and Deltarune. You might do a cover of an Undertale song, and then you get claimed by Materia saying that it's written by me. But the money that's being generated from this is going to Materia, which is being distributed to Toby Fox. It's not going through my Materia, it's going through Toby's Materia. I don't know if that makes sense. So to be absolutely clear, absolutely crystal clear, if you get a claim that says the song that I did not write, I am not getting money for that unless you ripped my cover of the song. And then in that case, not only am I getting a cut of that because it's my recording, but the original composition holder is also getting a cut of that, which I believe is fair. That's the whole point of copyright in the first place. I'm reaching out regarding a copyright claim that has recently been filed under your name against one of my videos, and that's the thing, it wasn't under my name. I have to tell people, no, this isn't me. And it says content type melody, video uses this song's melody, and then it has the claimants under it. At the top it says Devil Trigger by Family Jewels. Why? How can it be that bad? Just made my own rock cover of Raise Up Your Bat, in which I recorded everything. I also sang it in another language, and I don't know why I got copyrighted your cover. This shouldn't be the case since the original song is by Toby Fox. Can you please remove the copyright from me? You don't own this song, so why are you saying you own this song? I have to be like, brother, I'm not. I hate to send an email like this, but frankly, I have no idea who to turn to. Made their own cover of Raise Up Your Bat. I believe mine was released before yours. So this person actually did release their cover before mine. Their version is being incorrectly claimed by you. your distributor. I've disputed them, and each time I get a notice a couple days later saying Materia Music Publishing is still valid, which it is. Materia owns the rights to that song. If Materia wants to say, like, we get a cut of this, that's within the right because they literally have the right. But it's not me. Normally, I wouldn't mind if this wasn't my own music, but in the case of my song being, like, italicized, like, like, this person's very emotional, and of course they are. Of course they're emotional about this. I'd like you to please remove your claim towards my stream, as ya do not own the original track of Out of Tartarus. YouTube sounds like it's just trying to make you seem like a dick. I mean, yeah. Like, regardless of if that's their intention, that's what YouTube's system is doing. So what do we do about it? Honestly, not much. YouTube is not going to do anything about this until it affects their bottom line. YouTube has said they're going to look into it just like they always do, and then nothing ever happens. If it's just us simple cover artists having to deal with a bunch of angry emails, YouTube doesn't care. Surely you guys can annoy YouTube. They're not listening. YouTube is not listening. They're sending AI at Team YouTube responses and all lowercase letters at us, which is like, I get that's their style, but it's almost so insulting that we'll send like, hey, this is a problem. And then we'll get an instant AI response from Team YouTube that's in all lowercase letters like, we'll look into it. We're really sorry. We sorry. It sucks because, like, I know if you're watching this video, especially this long, you're not the kind of person that's going to send hate towards myself or any of these other cover artists. But I do feel like I have to say, don't. It's not their fault. These claims are not from them. And I know I know it's frustrating to get a claim, and it feels like all of this work is for nothing, especially if this is your job. I know it can be frustrating, but it's not the cover artist's fault. So please do not direct angry, threatening, or otherwise emails towards them. Yep, Lolly official. I've had people send me legit threats for the copyright bullshit. That's out of my control. YouTube legit said they ain't doing shit. I'm not kidding, guys. All of us are getting this shit. I have to say that, like, a lot of you have been very, very respectful, and I really do appreciate that. You'll get a claim, and it'll look really, really bad because YouTube has made it look really bad, and you guys have been like, well, I know Jules wouldn't do this, and I just want to say thank you for that. So that's it. That's, you know, if you're getting a claim, it's not me. If you have been claimed by Studio 70... Hi, Una. I've got my apology video dog here, just to really, really further my point. Hello, Una. If you do receive a claim from Studio 71 or Materia Collective in some cases where it's actually thinking that you just re-uploaded my cover and you didn't, bye, Una. I am more than happy to get in touch with them and try to get it released if it isn't in violation of a copyright. YouTube, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, please do something about this. Don't make it have to, like, wait until you get sued. Please do something about this before it affects you. That would be the right thing to do. Thank you.